Are car parts from different automakers interchangeable? Now this question feels like it's got layers, like an onion or a particularly engaging lasagna. The straightforward answer? Typically, no. But let's dive a bit deeper into the grease pit and see what's lurking down there. First off, let's acknowledge that car manufacturers are like territorial felines, each jealously guarding its own design territory. They engineer their cars to be unique, which is a polite way of saying they want you on the hook for their specific branded spares. However, there is a caveat, and it's a significant one. We're living in a wonderful era where car makers sometimes play nice with each other, like in those crossover comic book events where Batman hangs out with Wolverine. These instances are called badge engineering. Automakers collaborate, produce a vehicle that they all share, slap their specific logos on it, and call it a day. The underlying machine is the same. It's just wearing different superhero costumes. An example? Picture the Chevrolet SS. It's essentially a Holden Commodore beneath its stars and stripes veneer. So, for these mechanical Jekyll and Hydes, parts swapping is a walk in the park. Your SS could very well enjoy a bit of Aussie flair with the right Holden parts. But when it comes to most parts, engines, transmissions, proprietary tech, they are as interchangeable as a fish and a bicycle. They just aren't designed to play together. There are chaotic variables like mounting points, electronic interfaces, and a dozen other things that would make Dr. Frankenstein sweat. And sure, I hear you. There's an underground of savvy gearheads and brave tinkerers who love nothing more than to prove the official line wrong. They'll spend countless hours in the garage, wielding tools like Excalibur, swapping out bits from one make to another. But let's be real. For us mere mortals, the idea of trying to fit a VW Beetle's fender on a Ford Mustang is as functional as trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. What about universal parts, you ask? True, some components like certain types of tires, aftermarket rims, or even car batteries may have much wider compatibility across different models or even makes. But that's like saying humans and chimpanzees share a lot of DNA. It's true, but it won't help you in a conversation about opera with the chimp. Here's some free advice. Stick with parts designed for your make and model. It keeps the engineering integrity intact, and your car won't wake up after a part transplant asking existential questions like, who am I really? So, in the vast Lego set that is the automotive world, it's best to follow the instructions on the box. Sure, breaking the rules can be fun, but when it comes to several tons of speeding metal, maybe fun should take a back seat to not causing a pileup on the interstate. And remember, cars are a bit like relationships. If you want it to last, you gotta put in the right effort. Keep mixing up the details, and sooner or later you'll find yourself on the side of the road, alone and bewildered, holding a spanner and wondering where it all went wrong.